दूध दे और दो। बड़ा बुरा हाल हुआ साढ़े जब तो हुआ आगे करो क्या हमारे फौजी भाइयों की क्या दुर्दशा करी है। डॉक्टर साहब देख लो जरा। हाँ
सर आप एक कम लड़के में नीचे 13 नंबर में जाकर एक चेक कर लो कौन सा ये मालूम आपका फोटो में आ रहा हूँ
चलो आ जाओ। ला रहे हैं और ला रहे हैं दूध नहीं ले ले इधर चलो हाथ मत रगड़ो ज्यादा। देखो भाई हमारे करावल नगर CAA पुलिया पे हमारे फौजी भाइयों का क्या हाल करा है देखो।
Now we'll have to break it right away. We understand that acid has been thrown on paramilitary forces deployed at Karawal Nagar. This is the news we're getting right now. After arson, large-scale vandalism as well as violence, we now are seeing attacks on security forces, paramilitary forces. More details with my colleague Bhavtosh Singh. Bhavtosh, what do we know? Where is this happening? Bhavtosh, you can hear me right now. Tell us what we know about this acid attack on paramilitary forces deployed in Karawal Nagar. All right, we don't have Bhavtosh just quite yet, but yet another instance of a violent attack, this time on the paramilitary forces deployed there. There seems to be no end to the violence in Delhi, and it is quite distressing to see clearly how this has gone from bad to worse. Bhavtosh back with us on the phone line. Bhavtosh, what do we know about this acid being thrown at paramilitary forces?
Well, Priyank has brought these visuals in which paramilitary personnel who were going inside northeast Delhi colonies where violence has broken out, they were in fact attacked, and acid-like substance or some chemical was thrown. In fact, they have suffered burn injuries and they have been taken to GTB hospital. Now, very disturbing news that has come. Now, this follows a similar pattern that happened yesterday. The rioters in this case are pretty armed and also very well planned. In fact, yesterday we saw when tear gas shells were being lobbed, many people threw a bucket full of water to nullify the impact of tear gas. And now we see that an attempt is being made to throw a chemical or an acid on paramilitary forces who are going inside, flushing out rioters or protesters who are holed up there. We have seen intense clashes taking place between protesters and police. In fact, reports say that between Jaffrabad and Maujpur, also in Babarpur and also in Kabir Nagar, at least 150 rounds have been fired. Now, this is also testified by the fact that of 186 persons who have been injured, around 50% of them have received pellet injuries, which is gunshot injuries. Now, that clearly shows that both sides, whether it's police or the protesters or rioters in this case, they are very well armed and they are firing at the police when police is trying to contain the situation. The death toll, Athar, has also risen to 10. And violence has not only confined to northeast Delhi, but has also spread to East Delhi. It's high time that the central government as well as the Delhi government request army to step in, because violence, instead of being contained in one particular area, has now spread to other parts of Delhi, including East Delhi.
Unfortunately, and that's what we have to report right now, these are areas that are now in East Delhi. It's not just limited to northeastern Delhi. Areas like Preet Vihar, Mangal Market, Taj Enclave, Ramesh Park, they've all seen violence of some sort in the past few hours. And, you know, it's really distressing to note, Bhavtosh, that despite the Delhi police claiming they have enough personnel on the ground, adequate forces on the ground, it just seems to be spiraling out of control and seems to be engulfing more and more parts of Delhi. Priyank, all these areas that I've just named out right now, they're not only those areas. There's Vijay Chowk, there's Kishan Kunj, there's Ramesh Park, there's Mangal Bazaar. It seems that things are getting completely out of hand. The Delhi police needs to take stock and take stock now. This is no time for an ego clash.
Yeah, certainly, Athar, and these are the area which is densely populated, and this area is the connecting area from the Lutyens Delhi just across the Yamuna. This is the area from where the Trans Yamuna starts. So having this kind